if you are here watching us live, you're in for a treat. And if you are watching the recording, we're talking to an agent today who is just absolutely on fire, right? They're like, this is such a strange market, Jose. It is. And it's such a strange market because some agents, a lot of agents are struggling to get it. It's up and down, and some agents are just like picking up momentum. So I'm thrilled you came here. And why don't you? So this is Jose Buentello. What do you say? Like, what markets do you say you cover? Is it pretty much just like, how do you describe your market area?
San Antonio is a little different. It's not as fast paced as what I'm seeing from across the country. So if you have listings, unless it's a really specific niche listing, it's going to sit and you have to attack it very differently. There's always buyers. And most of my thing is that I serve first-time home buyers just because of my sphere. I'm luxury designated through the EXP luxury that we've just put out. And then, funny enough, I do a lot of teachers. My wife used to be a teacher. And so I know we are military cities to a lot of veterans, but what people don't understand is that teachers move all the time. And so seeing my wife, every 4 years, they move or they downsize, their kids leave. And so very specific market, but San Antonio in general and just the surrounding areas, it's a little bit of slower market. And then I think the median price range is like 330, 345. So it's been good.
Let's talk about teachers for a little bit, because every time I've talked to you a number of times, I don't think we've ever dove into the niche of teachers. Is that, unless you have a certain topic or any place you want to go, can we start with teachers?
Yeah. So, they have the summers off. So big moving time. And a lot of people don't understand is that they get placed or displaced a lot. And so they'll do a couple of years at a school and then they're needed somewhere else, or they just take their career elsewhere. Well, for us, a drive is about 30 to 45 minutes. And so I love selling their homes and getting them closer to the school that they're going to be. And a lot of teachers are married to coaches, and they either teach at the same school or, they're elsewhere, but coaches get jobs all the time, either out of state or, in other places of the city. So they're constantly moving. And so about 2 to 4 years during the summer, there's a huge swing of teachers moving. And so I love to help them out and serve them and capitalize on that.
Interesting. All right. So most of the clients that you've served that are teachers, have they come because they're friends of friends? Like, once you work with one, because your wife is a teacher, did you end up meeting other ones? Do you do any sort of marketing to the general teacher community? How does that work for your business?
Man, that's a great question. So yes, my wife was a teacher for 12 years, right? And she did 5 to 6 years here in San Antonio. So a lot of them were friends. So her sphere. Secondly, I actually used to work with the pre-K liaison for NISD, which is Northside Independent School District here in San Antonio, Texas. And so we do a lot of events for them. We cater a lot to the parents and to the teachers. And then I have a select few schools that I visit every so often. And I, bring them tacos. I will set up events for them. I will honor them. I'm actually at one of the schools, one of the guys that prays, and I bring over, and it's not like a little bit of tacos, it's tacos for everybody. So I think it's about 200 to 300 tacos for the entire school. And I pray over them before, and I just hope that they have a wonderful, wonderful year, because it's just difficult. But no, I have a select few schools that I target, and then my wife's friends, and then the pre-K liaison that I used to work with. Big.
Okay, we got time, so I want to unpack a number of those things. So
sure.
Let's talk through a little more on the events, because you just casually threw out their events, but some people listening may not know even like, how would I set it? Like, are these appreciation events for teachers? Like, one of them, you said you're bringing tacos for the entire school.
Yeah.
Cool. But are you doing other specific like appreciation events for teachers? Is it truly just to kind of build relationships with them?
Yeah, just to build relationships. I also have a program that I started myself called Reach to Teach. And so every time I close something, I donate $250 to a teacher of either the client's choice or just a teacher in the community. And so, word spreads quickly, right? And then I blast it on social media. It's a huge thing. I have a big old check. And we just go from there. But I really, really capitalize on the teaching market.
Yeah, we've been talking a lot about niches on various masterminds and calls I've been on. It just keeps coming up, and so I think it's so interesting that I didn't realize you had this as one of your niches.
Yep.
when you tell me more about the pre-K liaison, is this something that like, do they have this in a lot of school districts? Is this someone that like, and does that mean that people are kind of moving in, families growing? What was it about the pre-K liaison that made that a good contact?
Yeah. So the pre-K liaison serves 19 schools. And so I get invited to every event. And what we would do is we would do a little raffle. So if you follow me on social media, you get like a little Chick-fil-A gift card or something, but it builds my following. And so a huge thing with me is if I have you as a follower on social media, you're part of now my following. And so a lot of my thing is get them on social media, get them on social media, get them on social media. And then from there, they know me, like me, trust me. And then they use me to sell or to buy their home. But yeah, I mean, she works with 19 different schools and it's just an in to all those schools. So I meet everybody from the principal to all the parents that attend and all their children.
Wow. What percentage of your business, and I don't know if how much you track this, but do you think comes from either teachers or through the schools or through some various version of these programs?
To be honest, I would say probably like 25, 30%. I know the bulk of my business is, sphere of influence, which is like more of the church. But I know that it's a big percentage is definitely the teachers.
Interesting. All right. So let's transition then into Sphere, because I think this will probably overlap with your social media. You just said, right? So when you talk Sphere, is it mainly, again, that they're seeing you through social media? Are you doing things offline with your church and Sphere? Or where does your business come, or does it just kind of organically show up and you have no idea how it happens from your Sphere?
Sometimes that's the crazy part. No, huge. I mean, I've been at my church for a long time, and I've served there for a long time, and so the big one is definitely my church. I mean it's huge. And what was I going to say? I put on a lot of events for my Sphere, my clients, and then one thing that my wife and I do and love to do, and it's not spoken about a lot, is we love to host. We love to host, and we always have people over because we're always in proximity of an individual. And so, I mean, obviously the conversation is going to come up, right? Like, what do you do? How's the market? But we're always hosting at our house, and whether it be church or past clients or Sphere, but we always have people over.
And I'm just going to guess here, but knowing you well enough, you're not hosting because you're hoping to get business. You're hosting because you guys like people.
We love people. Yeah, the business will come. The business will come. If I serve, I'll sell. And I know people go, so the only reason that you serve is because so you can sell. Well, no, I mean, but if I do serve and I am of service to individuals, then obviously the business will come organically. But no, we love people. We love individuals. That's just our heart.
I was just going to say, I think it's important to make that distinction, because people who are listening to this, in this market, I find a lot of people are looking for other lead generation ideas, ways like their business is down over the last year. How do they lift it up? What do they do? They need more lead generation. You got to find things that work for your natural personality style, that are authentic for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't go out saying, I'm going to host a bunch of people at our house so I can get business. You're just like, we just like people. We have them over, and it ends up turning into business.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah.
So how important do you think it is when I mean, I'm sure the conversations come up when you're hosting at your house, but my guess is it probably also, they follow you on social, and then that's where you probably do more of your positioning as hey, I'm in real estate, I'm busy, versus always talking about real estate when you're with them in person. Is that a safe statement?
Oh, that's a great statement, Jesse. Yeah, honestly, when people come over, we never bring it up. Never. And even at the church. So this, the reason that Jesus flipped over the tables was because people were going to the church to propose business. We don't do that. Literally, we're just inviting people over to have a good time, whether it's like our children's birthday party, treat your client, invite your past clients to dinner. They're your friends. And in real estate, it's not what you close, it's what you keep. See, that's the problem. It doesn't matter what you close, it's what you keep throughout the years. But yeah, no, we just love people, and we invite them over, and we don't ever really bring up real estate. The question is always like, how's the market right now, man? Or what are you seeing right now? Or dude, I saw your last transaction. Seems to me that you're doing really well. Where'd they see that? Social media. But yeah, they always bring it up.
Okay. So this is, are you guys seeing the flow? The flow is from real life, building relationships, events, church, Sphere, hosting at his house, actual building relationships, conversations, but then they see the positioning on social of that he's a busy, successful realtor. So what are you doing on social? Is it Is it very strategic, or do you just kind of
Yeah.
organically post what you feel? Tell me about your approach to social.
Yeah, great question. So it is very strategic. So I teach a lot of my agents. Everyone knows about a PhD, right? Well, PHB, personal hobby business. If you've got nothing else, personal hobby business. Through social media, you want people to know you, like you, trust you. So your personal is, and you can be as discreet as you want to. It's your life. But I post I post a lot about my family, my church. My hobbies are, I love disc golf. I love sports. And then my business obviously is very either educational reels or just something silly, right? But it always turns the wheel. So it's not too much real estate. Well, it's not too much of me where they lose the idea that I'm an agent, but it's also not too much real estate because you become inundated, with so much of it. But PHB, personal hobby business, is what I teach my agents.
Is there a platform that you focus on, or do you try to be omnipresent on all platforms?
Yeah, to be honest, Facebook is my biggest one. I'm building on my Instagram. I'm learning how to use LinkedIn, but I'm on everything. But I know
You're too young to focus on Facebook. Okay.
these grays say differently, man.
But most of your sphere, are they all on Facebook also? So
Yeah.
is it natural fit? Okay.
Yeah. Correct. I've always had an old soul. So, most of the clientele that I serve is either my age, so I'm like 32 or older.
Yeah. And I joke about that because that's the thing is I heard someone the other day talking about, they focus on the baby boomer niche. And so they're always on Facebook. They said, I'm laughing. I'm like, oh, that's so funny. Like that Facebook is now synonymous with the baby boomer.
Yeah.
There is demographics in general for different platforms. But the important part is you have to know the group that you are reaching, what platform they use. So if you're on Facebook, are you recording video content or more kind of posting pictures with and writing long form, descriptions in the post? Or do you kind of do a mix with your Facebook?
Oh, a definite mix. Yeah. A lot of my like reels are home tours, giving out like estimated monthly payments or just very educational stuff. And then my pictures, they'll have the long captions, and it's either personal life, hobbies that I'm into, or my business. But it's a healthy mix of everything because the reels, I want to capture more than just my spear. And then with my photos, it's a little bit more intimate because I want to let my spear know.
If anyone is watching live and you have questions, or about halfway through, welcome to ask any specific questions. Type into the chat box, or you can unmute yourself, and I will happily, or I can read these questions out. But this is along your journey. So how long have you been a real agent for now? When did you first get licensed?
I got licensed October 20th of 2020. Yeah. And I was still working for the federal government at that time. So I was part-time. And then a year later is actually when, if I'm going to do something, I'm going to go all in, man. I just don't believe it. And just, halfly doing something. So I quit the federal government, and I went all in. And that was just literally a year later, October 20th, 2021 is when I started my journey. So I'm about to be 4 years in the business this October.
Which is great because you've been doing this long enough now that like it's what you're doing, but it's also a pretty quick journey to create the success you've created. So I guess my question for you would be, I guess the first one is, did it feel quick, or did it feel like it took a while because I know sometimes newer agents listening might be like, this feels like it's taking forever. Did it feel quick, or did it feel like it built pretty fast?
I think the first transaction was extremely slow. It took me about 6 months to get my first one, and it was a rental. But after that, it exploded. Dude, once you open it up, it's like you're drinking, whether water from a fire hose or something, that saying. But the first transaction took me 6 months, and I'm very transparent with everybody. They're like, how quick am I going to make money? I'm like, it could be tomorrow. It could be in 6 months. But you just got to be consistent, be diligent, be disciplined. And that 6 months was me doing my daily activities every single day. And so if you're posting once a week or once a month, it's probably going to take you like 8 to 9 months. But
so walk me through, if you can remember those first 6 months, or maybe it's the same now.
Sure.
What are your daily activities that you were doing?
Yeah, so I would So on Facebook, from A through Z on Facebook Messenger, I would video so I have like 2,500 people, and I went through all of them. Hey, I don't send a text message. Hey, my name is Jose Buentello. I just became an agent. Let me know if you or anybody is looking to buy or sell. God bless you. Have an awesome day. And I went from A through Z. And then on Facebook, I would make a big deal about everything, because if I'm doing something in moderation, they will do it in excess. So if I'm moderately excited about something, they will be overly excited about something. And that's selling and buying houses. And so I would go through there, I would message, I would go to everything that I could get my hands on and make a big deal about it. I would just overly post. Some of my friends are like, bro, it's way too much. And I'm like, nah, it's way too little. If you knew what was at stake. Hey,
I love it. So you were doing that consistently every day for 6 months. How did you keep your faith that it was, I mean, if it took 6 months to get your first deal and that was a rental, how did you keep your faith that like this was going to work? Like how did you do that early on?
Because I'll be honest, and this is me, I'm a faith loving man, because one, I know the worker's worthy of his wages, and the slack hand causes poverty, but the diligent hand causes riches. So I knew it was going to pay off. It was just only a matter of time. And when it did, you know?
I love that. I really do. All right. Any lessons you learned early on, or maybe that took a little while to learn that, like, I wish I would have learned that earlier as you were kind of going through the first couple of years?
Yeah. Get a mentor, get a coach. You don't know anything. Humble yourself, ask all the questions that you can. Get somebody who knows more than you, who's experienced, who's done it before. I wish I would have known that, my first year, because, years 2 through 4 now, I've done exactly that, and my business has skyrocketed.
Awesome. So who are your mentors?
Betsy, for sure. Betsy Nava Flores and her husband, Roy, they're wonderful. I mean, anything that they've been doing it for 25 years, both just, traditional real estate. And then Roy is also on the build side for 12 years. And so it helps to have just so much wisdom. They've gone through the 08s, the 2016s, the 2022s. They've navigated everything from short sales to just traditional stuff to commercial. So all that wisdom in our back pocket, I absolutely need. I don't need for me to take 25 years to understand everything, because it's going to be condensed with all their wisdom.
I love that. All right. So Suma's got a question. Go ahead, Suma.
Suma.
I'm so proud of you. Keep it up.
Oh, thank you, Suma.
Like, means you used the Facebook as the main business part, or how did you do? You are sending messages to all your 1,000 friends, or people. How did you get them?
How did I get all my friends?
Yeah.
I just yell at them, Suma. I'm just playing. I don't.
My question is wrong. Like in the messenger, you are sending the messages only to your friends or to the strangers also?
Oh, everybody.
How did you do that? You went to the Facebook.
Yeah. So you open up Facebook Messenger, and on your when you open up Facebook Messenger, there's a section where you can see everybody that you have on your friends list. And I would go down A through Z and just send them a nice video message. I'm going to pull it up right now, actually, just for you, Suma.
Yeah.
Let me see. And
yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. I'd be more than happy to hop on a call with you and show you how to do it. But the thing about that one, Suma, is once you send them a text message, it's a touch. And so once you touch them, your information, all of your stuff pops up on their feed.
Okay.
Yeah. And so it just...
Once they become, okay. Once they, even the messenger, it will go. That's what you are telling?
The Facebook Messenger?
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Uh-huh.
Once you get the message. Okay.
Yes. And then my three target areas for comments, make sure when you're on social media, it's not for scrolling, it's for business. So my 3 target areas, to be very genuine, are anniversaries, birthdays, and kids-related events.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, little Jimmy just won first place. Dude, I love that for you. Like, God bless you. And I'm glad Jimmy had an awesome race, But those are my 3 target areas when I'm on social media. I don't do social media to scroll. I use it for business. What's your ideal video scripts going A through Z? Hey, great question, Darius. My ideal, and you can change it to whatever you want. My ideal one is, hey guys, my name is Jose Buentello. I just wanted to let you know that I am a real estate agent. If you or anybody's looking to buy or sell a home, let me know. God bless you. Have an awesome day. And that's it. For the happy birthdays, hey Suma, I hope you had a wonderful day. Happy birthday. God bless you and your family. And I know it's so simple. It takes 6 seconds, but I've made about $15,000 off of just sending happy birthday videos.
Nice.
It's the nicest thing in the world to people. I could send a text message, but a video message, that's personal.
Means every day it will take like 1 to 2 hours you spend on to Facebook?
Yeah, give or take. Yeah, I'll get up, with the intention to spend a little bit of time on there, go through there, see what's going on with everybody. And then, but like I said, it's intentional. I use it for business.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Because I'm posting the videos, I'm not getting any responses. So
Hey, Suma, check this out. It's not about the people that like it. It's about the people that are watching. I promise you, I've gotten a million people that have never liked, commented, shared my videos, and I've closed them.
Oh, wow.
You keep going, Suma. You keep going. It's not about the people that are liking it. Check this out. I've seen people with more followers than me do less transactions than me. It's about the following, Suma. Yeah, people are watching. Don't give up. I promise. When I started Suma, I used to get 1 like a video.
I make the same 1 or 2 because I do the video and pay for the videographer, everything,
You keep going, Suma. It's going to pop. It's going to pop. Yeah. Don't worry. People used to do that all the time to me and I closed them. Don't worry about it.
I will call both of you when I get the transaction. Thank you. Thank you.
There you go. Thank you. Sure. No problem.
I love the positivity, Jose. Do you guys see this? It's infectious. Like, I was like, no wonder if you were like it's just, you have this wonderful energy, Jose. It's great. It's great. Anyone else got questions? Otherwise, here we go. Darius is asking, do you use your business or personal page?
Yeah, great question. So personal on Facebook. And here's the thing. There's an 80-20 rule. If you oversaturate it with business, Facebook will push down your content. Okay. So 80 really has to be personal hobby. 20 is the business. And for your business page, this is where you can run the ads, where you can push it a little bit more. The strategic targeted ads. I'm in Krista's coaching class. And so that's kind of where the strategic targeted marketing comes from on my business page. But my personal Facebook page is definitely 80% personal hobby and then 20% business because I don't want Facebook to suppress my content.
Lots of pictures with your kids, family, right? Things like that. That's what people look for on Facebook. It is.
Amen. I'm a regular human being who just happens to do real estate. That's all I am.
I love it. I've got a question for you because I just pulled up your Facebook. And so I'm just curious because I didn't know this about you. I hope you don't mind me sharing this with you. I mean, I figure you don't mind. It's on Facebook. So we've got posted a couple of days ago this great like professional picture you have of this is like your new real estate branding, right? And then this memory you shared from
my stacking days in
Maggiano's. Right?
Yep.
And you can see your personality, right? Obviously, like you still have your personality. This is just more of like your professional. But did you have to go through any transformation internally and here, anywhere when you went from like I'm working in a restaurant to like I'm a real estate professional? How was that journey for you between the two of those?
Yeah, sort of. The hospitality was there. So service is black and white, but hospitality is color, right? And so the hospitality was there because obviously the restaurant business, you have to be hospitable. But the mindset, I'm not serving food. I am selling houses. So it's a lot different. You are handling a lot of money, and it's one of the biggest assets somebody will ever purchase in their lifetime, maybe once, maybe twice. But I think the hospitality didn't change. It only got better. So that was awesome. But the mindset shifted to a little bit more serious of a mindset because I am handling someone's biggest transaction.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it. Soon will come to your question in a second. I mean, I've known you for a few years now, and I've seen this development of a sense of confidence in the way you portray yourself, not just through personal branding, but even the way you conduct yourself. It's been really wonderful to watch. Like you come across so still charming and fun, but yeah, you have this professional side to you. It's really interesting.
Thank you.
I think it serves you well. Suma, you have another
Do
question?
you spend money on ad also? Facebook
Sometimes I do. Yeah, sometimes. So that's for me, and I have to evolve as a human being. So just to be transparent with you, Suma, that's my next step for sure. Can I get away with just what I'm doing? Yeah, if I want to be a 16 to 25 transaction, a year closer. But if I want to hit the 50 to 100, I've got to evolve into the ads and the targeted marketing. And so that's my process of evolution and who I'm becoming. But yeah, sometimes I do. Sometimes. Good question.
I spent so much money and, media is not doing good.
Do you have a coach or?
But yeah, it will come.
Do you have a coach or? I see Krista. Is that Krista
Yes,
stuff?
yeah.
Okay.
Krista and Jesse.
Yeah.
I love it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
We can talk offline about some of the paid spend soon if you want. Hit me up, but some of it does just depends on how long you've done it. It does take a while to build the funnel of traffic if you're doing,
I know.
and that's the difference. Even with Jose, if you listen, he was starting with his sphere, which were people who already knew him, liked him, but it still took a while to build the trust in the real estate capacity.
Trust, yeah.
If you're taking a cold audience with paid traffic, you have to get them to know you, like you, and trust you. So it's almost an even longer journey sometimes from that capacity.
Yeah.
Ah,
So the time is so limited. If you concentrate on social media, you are missing the other field,
mhm.
Go ahead. Jose. We've got a couple minutes left. Go ahead.
Sure. No. Yeah, great questions, Suma. I was going to say, if you have builders in your area, here's something that I am currently doing, because in Texas, they have a lot of money to throw around. And so they have the ability to get the interest rates extremely low and favorable for my clients. Here's what I do. And I could show you right now, actually, while I'm saying this. So and be genuine, please. If you go to builders, go to the sales consultants, pick 3 builders, bring them something. I brought one of my friends. He's a builder, some diapers. He was just having a baby and a Celsius, because it's tough. Jesse, it's tough. We became really good friends. And look at this.
Oh, nice.
That is a stack of builder cards that he provided me. I said, you know what? And this is the question that you asked me for everybody listening. How can I add value to your business? It's called the big ask. How can I add value to your business? Well, actually, this guy, we're managing their social media content. And so we're going to build them funnels for the builder. Number 2, the other one that I do, he actually refers me agents and business, a builder. And so that is a great strategy if you want to kind of buy. Now, it takes time. Everything takes time. All good things take time. But it's another avenue if you guys want to tap into something outside of your sphere. Builders, 3 of them. Don't go empty-handed. Be nice, be genuine, be authentic, be caring, and they'll become your best friends.
Oh, I will do that. Thank you.
This is fantastic this morning, Jose.
Yeah.
I love it, man. This is inspiring. It's fun and very strategic too. So truly, thank you for being here. This is wonderful.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome.
Guys, have a wonderful day. Suma, great questions.
Thank you, Jesse. Thank you.
And I gotta make sure I'm saying your last name right now. Jose Buentello.
Buentello. Yeah. Good stuff.
Finally, I got it. All right. Have a great day, guys. Good to see everybody.
Thank you, Jesse.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye.
If you'd like more information or to get connected to the Agent Power Huddle, join our free Facebook group. This call was designed for the agents in our EXP organization, but open to any agent from any brokerage. If you're a guest and you're interested in learning more about EXP or our specific resources within the Agent Collective, reach out to the person who invited you to this call to get more info. Produced by the Agent Collective Media Network.